right, I got his attention. Everybody, my name is Chappie. Welcome to SF Pitch Night. Can I get a huge round of applause for SF Pitch Night? Thank you all so much for coming out on a crazy Wednesday night.
Input overload.
And who here has been to GTC sometime this week? Okay.
Input overload.
There, you're probably there now. That is why I was surprised by we had relatively fewer signups tonight, and then I put together the pieces that we have GTC there. And
input overload.
Demo night happening at the exact same time right now. So thank you all, despite the very busy Wednesday night, taking your time to be here. Anyways, we got a stack night in store. AWS wants us out a little bit earlier than normal, so we have to move even quicker. Can we get a huge round of applause for AWS, by the way, once again for hosting us here. They're awesome. This is probably like our 10th, 12th time hosting here. They are gracious as always for hosting us.
Input overload.
Not be possible without our awesome premier partner, Roam. We are a global volunteer nonprofit community, but hosting events like this with the really nice food that we always have is very expensive. So our partners like Roam make events like this possible. Can I get a round of applause for Roam as well? Thank you, as always, for making this possible. And
input overload.
If you look around at all the
input overload,
kind of green, kind of yellow builder vests, this is the entire SF volunteer team. To them, everybody in the builder vests, for making tonight possible. It was
input overload
effort. Now, what is the AI Collective? Actually, I'm curious. Show of hands, who has been to an AI Collective event before?
Okay. Input overload.
Majority.
Input overload.
The AI Collective started here in SF back in 2023 and has since then expanded to be all over the world. We have over 200,000 members across 50 plus countries. Hopefully, wherever you're visiting from or visiting to, we have an awesome event that you can attend. Why do we gather together? Why has the AI Collective become the world's largest AI community in the span of 3 years? If you've been to one of our events before or recently, you've seen me show this graph. Everybody keeps asking me to update it, so I have gone ahead and updated this. This is literally as of today. IQ of models, according to some benchmark, in December 2024, and this is March of 2025. You see, I'd say average frontier model was what? Maybe like 85 IQ there. Probably more like 115, 120 for frontier models now. That's in the span of just over a year. That's like 15th percentile human to 85th percentile
input overload
in the span of 1 year. We are in the elbow of the curve of human progress through time. If you
input overload
a graph, but not just in like clip art, this is one of my favorite graphs. Is it one of my favorite graphs? Maybe it is. This is the meter agent evaluation. Basically, how long can AI agents one-shot particular tasks, starting with GPT-2 back here. The latest one, you actually can't even see it. I'm sorry, I got cropped out, but Opus 4.6 is all the way up there. It's at 12 hours. You could basically one-shot 12 hours worth of human work in a single prompt. The doubling time currently is roughly once every 4 months. It's actually compound exponential growth, as in it's getting faster and faster. The doubling time used to be 7 months. Now it's 4 months. Okay, I'm very curious about this. Show of hands if you have an OpenClaw set up, if you are using an OpenClaw on your computer. Okay, I think a lot of people aren't even showing their hands, because last time I asked that, it was more like 30 to 50% of people.
Input overload.
On my computer, it's so incredible how it just continuously learns about me, and I've got all these cron jobs set up. Who here knows what skills are? Who here is using skills a lot? Okay, wow, we have even more hands for skills. This has been awesome. I don't know if you guys are terminally online like I am on Twitter, but
input overload.
New skills and skill graphs and self-improving skills like every single day. It's been really cool to follow along with that. Okay.
Input overload.
Topical thing. Who here has seen G-Stack in the past week? Gary Tan's skill stack. Everybody's going crazy over that. Number 3 product of the day on Product Hunt, 23,000 GitHub stars for 13 markdown files. Everybody's trying to figure this stuff out.
Input overload.
And I like to call us, people who are here at tonight's event or any of our events around the world, pioneers on the frontier of human progress. right? We're the people who are trying to figure out what 13 markdown files change for us in AI on a weekly basis. So our purpose for tonight, and we read this out before every single event around the world, is to create common ground, to learn faster, meet the right people. Now, there's also great food that comes with it. There's also awesome companies.
Input overload.
But I hope that you also came for one of these are our community values that we also read out before every single event. We've had them on a lot of these banners, okay, not these ones, but the other banners 24/7, so I won't read through them. I'll let you read through them. But connection, positive sum, curiosity, belonging, I really hope that bleeds through the way that myself, everybody on the team, everybody who is here tonight, of which many of you have been to an event before, approach tonight's event. So what does this mean for you? I hope that this is a chance to see some awesome companies, the next Cursor, the next Cognition, the next blah, blah, blah of the world, but also to find the people to explore this crazy frontier with. I certainly have found those people, and to be a part of something that esteemed judging panel tonight. We'll go through their, are we gonna go through the awesome resumes just a bit? I'll do it right now. Okay, we have, and as I say your name, if you could stand up and get a quick round of applause. We have Ellen Damaso from Plus Ultra Capital Partners. All right. Next, we have Leonardo Rocchetti from Plug and Play Tech Center. Round of applause, please. We have third, Jason Ye from Roundtable Ventures. And last but not least, we have Marianne Becker from U.com and Founders Bay, who is hosting an event tonight, but also here. Thank you. Okay. The next thing we have here.
Input overload.
Been here before, which the majority of you have. You know that tonight is an interactive experience. So I'm going to have you pull out your phones. You're going to scan this QR code here, and you will be greeted with this screen. Hash, do you have the app set up? You do? Nice. Okay, so you're going to be greeted by this screen.
Input overload.
Name, email, LinkedIn is entirely optional. If you want to remain completely anonymous, tonight is focused on the presenters. It is focused on setting them up for success going forward. So if you would like to leave brutally honest feedback and you're not comfortable sharing about yourself, totally fine. Make sure you do click that up.
Input overload.
Once you are done, and we'll go ahead and get started. This is what it's going to look like when companies are
Input 1 off.
Their quick
Input overload.
feedback in a few different ways. Brutally honest, 1 through 5 emoji rating. You can type whatever you want here, your favorite part. If they have a question that they want you to answer, great place to do that. Tool clapping, you can sign up for their email list. You can say you're interested in investing or working with them. Okay, once we've gone through all 8 companies tonight, you have a $100,000 scout fund. And with those $100,000, you can choose to invest in any of the 8 companies tonight. You'll come back to this, I hope, in like a year or two, and you can see how your portfolio did. All of these companies are actively fundraising, so you can see how you did. The company that does raise the most money will celebrate along with the judges' pick tonight. We'll talk about that in just a second. And then you will get a recap after the whole pitch night where you can see who won. You can see all the feedback you left. You'll have the emails for all the companies. You can follow up with them, everything great like that. This app is completely open source. If you would like to help make these events possible, not just here, but all around the world. Yes, we host events like these all around the world. You can scan the QR code, get involved, and build this awesome app for people all around the world. Okay, that is the Pitch Night app. We talked about Scout Investing. What are the 2 awards? Actually, I already kind of mentioned it, which is Top Funded and Best Pitch. What are the judges judging based on? 3 criteria here. These are 4 awesome judges. This is the sheet that they have. They are awarding based on innovation, execution, and potential and vision. Judges, you have that on your paper. Okay. With that being said, if you've been to one of our events before, you know exactly what I'm about to do. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening, sanctioned by the California State Events Commission. Our 4 judges scoring this contest, arena side are Ellen Damaso, Leonardo Rocchetti, Jason Ye, and Marianne Becker. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the arena, Ash Kumra. This pitch night is brought to you by the AI Collective and the Rome Virtual HQ platform. No! For those in attendance and pitch night fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from AWS in San Francisco. Say it with me. It's time. Okay. I always lose my voice the day after, but thank you all for entertaining me. Thank you all for entertaining me. There we go. Okay, and with that being said, Ash, I'm going to invite you up. We've got 8 awesome companies demoing tonight, and you're going to walk us through all of it. Round of applause for Ash.
Thank you. Let's give it up for Chappie one more time, right? What a pitch. I just want to know how much spinach did he eat before this pitch, because, man, that was some Popeye status there. Oh, my God, man. Everyone, welcome. This is going to be such a fun night, and before we get into the program, I do want to give a shout out to a couple people. If you are involved with setting up this event, please stand up. Let's give it up for the people. A lot of hard work here. You've seen them. They're all wearing wearing yellow vests. Adelina, please stand up. Come on. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Thank you so much. Okay, so like what Chappie said, we have a really engaged thing. We have 8 companies. It's going to go very fast, yet very effective. And for all the companies out there, I'm just going to ask you to raise your hand. I just want to double check that you know the order and that you're here. Buddy Pro, are you here? Okay, cool. AIGO.ai. Sorry, I couldn't say the name right. Are you here? AIGO.ai. Are you here? Okay. DeSalta, raise your hand. I met you. Yeah, perfect. BotSpot, are you here? BotSpot, thank you. CMUX, CMUX, are you here? Thank you. GenLoop, are you here? GenLoop, thank you. Claw Matrix, where are you at? I love the name. Thank you. And Fond Friends, that's kind of, I like that. All right, Fond Friends. Well, I'm so curious what you do now. Because when I think of Fond Friends, I have this image of a different kind of founder. I know this is SF. I know we're supposed to be inclusive and all, everyone can be themselves, but cool, man. Dig the hair. One last time for AIGO.ai, otherwise we have only 7 companies. Okay, well, let's get Buddy Pro up here. Like Chappie mentioned, the rules of the game, 3 minutes. I'm going to be timing it. If you go past 3, I'm literally going to just yell in your ear, tell you to stop, or when I just say time, just stop. Don't go above. Don't try to the common thing that entrepreneurs do at the end. Well, we're raising $500 million and we're attraction music. No. You got the 3 minutes. We've prepared you. The judges are expecting a 3-minute pitch. Judges, if they go beyond 3 minutes, treat it like a jury. You know when sometimes when someone tries to give evidence and the judge is like, Jury, can you scratch that part of your jury information? I'm serious. Please treat it like that. Please focus on just the 3 minutes. We really want everyone to stick to the 3 minutes. And then, of course, the judges are going to get 2 minutes. Now, I want to bring up one quick thing. If we go past 2 minutes and you want to speak to the entrepreneurs, obviously, we have time after. Obviously, this isn't for you all to get to know them. So if you don't have to ask a question, one of you really wants to ask a question, because really this is going to be 1 or 2 people. And that's the other thing for the entrepreneurs before we start. Please give very concise answers, because you might have that good problem where all of them or several of them might want to ask you a question. Like, for instance, Fond Friends, where did that name come from? Or Gen Loop, why are you a Gen Z company? Whatever it is, and then you give a short, distinct answer, but then from there, you then allow other judges to ask questions, because we have to follow the 2-minute rule, because again, we have to end this event a little earlier than normal. So you guys ready? No, come on, give it, Chappie just gave that big scream. Come on, support him. All right, perfect. All right, let's get Buddy Pro up here, and yeah, give us 1 second, everyone.
Back. Input 2. Input. Microphone back. Red standby.
Okay, we'll make this interactive. If you want to type, please stand up. Then mark down. That's something also with this whole street software says, please stand up if you know him. Stand up. I want to ask you some questions. So, no, please say, imagine that you would get this guy as your content 24/7, and he would always answer and guide you to the open industry. How much money would you be willing to pay for that if you would have the money? Throw some numbers at me. $50 a month. Any other number? Okay, we figured out that people are actually willing to pay lots of money for that. Another problem is he can't solve everybody because he's super famous. He has 2 million followers on YouTube. So we solved it by calling him and creating that. Train on 4,000 files. It's his whole YouTube channel is there. It's available 24/7. And we figured out that people are willing to pay $2,000 per year for access to his AI. He already did $200,000 in pre-sale to his existing. We are open to investment if you bring connections.
Sorry. Thank you. all I have to say is, if this is a platform that's going to help people buy services, I would pay money to learn how to do Chappie's intro. So let's get Chappie on this platform. Let's all pay him. All that money will go to AI Collective, 100%. You heard it here first. So let's definitely get Chappie on here. I'm going to give the mic to the judges. Oh, do you guys have mics? So we start with you.
So what's your current marketing strategy on how you're obtaining clients and content?
We are running some ads, also doing some webinars, cold outreach, lots of different things. But the thing that works the best is connections, because we have some connections to some of the experts, and then they bring more connections, and they can become partners, and they can resell BuddyPro as the software. So it's kind of like spreading through the existing clients.
What are the kind of professionals that are in the platform, like a breakdown?
Yeah, it can be actually any expert that's teaching anything. Well, lots of them are people teaching business. Some of them are spiritual coaches, or they have some men's group, women's group. There's even like language mentor or a really famous cook.
Can you be more precise?
Which
Kind of like which percentage are for business, for spiritual, for...
I would say around 30% of them are business marketing or helping people with things like that. Around 30% will be spiritual, and around 30% will be anything else.
Hello. I was about to ask about the marketing, but I want to expand on that. Two questions. What is your kind of narrow down your market strategy, be more narrow, and then also what is your adoption rate?
What do you mean by adoption rate?
So after the program, and then they pay for it, and then what? How are you going to use the clients or whoever to kind of continue with that? And what if they just, oh, I don't need it anymore?
Well, most of our clients are selling it as annual subscription, and they started launching it in the past 10 months. So we don't yet see how many people extend, but we have some.
Sorry, it's 2 minutes. Sorry. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good job, by the way. Good job. Okay, next up. Let's get it up. I'm just pulling up my list again. Next up, do we have agio.ai? Okay, well, I'm just going to, for saving time, I don't want to keep waiting on them. DeSalta, can you please come up? DeSalta, please come up. Thank you very much. You're welcome. And where is the clicker? The clicker? Did we just? Oh, okay, never mind. Cool. Let's get you set up and take your time. We'll get cool. Does it work? No, you have to use that. Okay. Cool. When you're ready, get started. Remember, 3-minute rule. 3 minutes. And when you start talking, I'll turn it on. Take your time.
All right, let's start. This is John from DeSalta, and I want to introduce myself first. I've been in software engineering for a long time, and unlike majority, I switched from being a developer to being a marketer, and I joined NVIDIA early on. I was one of the first marketers joining GPU computing group early last decade, and I firsthand witnessed the rise of NVIDIA. Since then, I left NVIDIA to join startup world, and I've been a CMO for a long time. I have been a happy CMO until I met my co-founder, who is a serial entrepreneur with a couple of exits, but his last company, they failed. They failed because they couldn't get a compliance framework called SOC 2 on time, SOC 2. Because they were charged $50,000, they were supposed to pay, they were supposed to wait 7 months. They didn't have that resource, so they shut down the company. And when we look at the market, there are lots of startups failing because of compliance mafia. So we decided to help these companies because compliance is not startups' best friends. Because of the heavy regulations, outdated bureaucratic activities, lots of manual work, expensive consultants, vendor complications, most of the startups push compliance later and they lose deals. And in case of my co-founder, they shut down the company as well. So we want to help startups. Even though GRC market is very large, we are targeting early stage lower end of the market with startups, because just this year there are 300,000 startups are to be formed, and 40% need a compliance solution, and we want to be known for compliance startups. And how we do that very quickly and affordable is that we have our own AI agent that goes behind the customer's backend, code repository, cloud providers, and access all this information and gather all the evidence in around 2 days or so, and in 5 days our auditor takes his time, and approximately 7 days or so most of our customers get popular frameworks like SOC 2 Type 1. Currently we are 70% automation and will be 90% very shortly. We just launched a couple of months ago. We already have more than 20 customers with 150K ARR, and most importantly all of this happened with $0 on marketing spend, no advertisement, no sponsored ads, no highway billboards. Everything is done by us, and we are not alone. There are legacy companies like Vanta and others, but we never lost any of these yet because of our extreme speed and ease of use. And finally, we are after we got product market fit, we are raising our first round with 3 million, so we can invest most of this money for user acquisition, mostly on marketing and sales. And so currently we got 5 new logo per month. We have a model to get from 5 to 110 once we raise 3 million, so we can hit $13 million. And finally, this is my address. In case you want to connect, here's my email address, and I can be found on LinkedIn.
That's what I'm talking about. Under 3 minutes. Yes.
Can I get bonus if I get like this? No? Okay.
So how are you charging customers, and also how many customers do you have right now?
That's a very good question. So far we have 21 customers, and we charge per framework. If they got SOC 2, we charge them 8,000. If they want HIPAA, we charge 4K more, so per year. And we support 40 frameworks, all the popular frameworks, and just for reference, want to support 30 frameworks because they are so outdated and old technology.
What's your moat?
So our moat is that speed. We build based on the latest LLM vector databases, RAG, and we continuously improve on that. That's why we raise, if we were talking 2 months ago, our automation was 50%. Now we are 70%. We continuously invest on that speed. And in 2 months, we are shooting to get 90% automation. We want to make sure that in the new generation of high-velocity startups, you don't want to wait 3 months. We want to deliver in a couple of days. So our motto is using latest technology to deliver ASAP.
Can you talk about your TAM, SAM, and SOM? What's the market?
Oh, okay. So total GRC market is governance, risk, and compliance market is $80 billion and growing very fast. But this year, we are only targeting the startup world because this year only there are 300,000 startups are to be formed. And if you add the last 20, 25 startups that we are selling to and 2024, we have total around 1 million or so startups we can capture. And we are charging around 10K, 9K, 10K. There's a big market for us. The problem is that we are under the radar. We are not doing advertisements, so we sold all of the current customers using our own activities. And you might see I lost my voice because I was doing cold calls all day. But once we got some money, we'll use the money for sales and marketing to dominate majority of this growing startup ecosystem.
Okay, thank you very much. Salta, let's give it up. Thanks, man. Nice job. Okay, our next company. How's everyone feeling? These are some good companies, right? Yeah. Very polished, very polished. Well, nothing but the best for AI Collective. Can we get BotSpot up here, please? BotSpot up here. Thank you very much. Please get set up. Thank you. What did I miss? What did I miss? Did someone take a selfie with you? What happened?
No, I got some nice spots over there.
Oh, dude. Not everyone has a fan club.
Awesome, thank you. Let me get you set up. I got to plug this in. Yeah. How's everyone doing today? Good?
And then once you start talking, I will turn the timer on.
Okay. Let's get this. Is this going to work? Oh, wrong one. Maybe on this one. Yeah, this plug doesn't work, that's why.
Once you start talking, I'll turn on.
Right, awesome. So welcome, guys. So my name is Robert Grezik. I'm the founder of botspot.trade. And a little bit of background about myself. I've been coding since about the age 10. I have a master's in finance, so I also worked in fintech for about 15 years. I've had multiple exits since at a young age and through grad school. And I also started a company called Voyager Digital, which you guys may have heard of back in the day. I was employee number 5 there. Was a Coinbase competitor. We hit $1 billion valuation before FTX collapsed and took us out. But that's a little bit about my background. So here's the problem that we're trying to solve. So meet Mark. He runs 15 strategies at a $200 million family office. His team is drowning. And specifically, he needs more discipline. Right? So a trader held a losing position for too long. He has no systematic execution. He has no guardrails around this. So people are just trading money without too many guardrails. Speed, he's trying to do 2 to 3 ideas tested per week. We could go a lot faster than that. By the time they finish one back test, there's 3 new opportunities that come up. He's using a lot of different tools, Bloomberg, Python, Excel. Nothing talks to each other. It's hard to make everything work well together. Memory is a big one. When people leave the company, everything that they know about all the investments they did leaves with them. And then in terms of compliance, it's always a pain. Everyone we talk to in the family office industry, they're always like, there's lots of family offices, but hedge funds and other firms like that, lots of things to report on, and there's a lot of work to do there, right? So what's the solution for this? So we have a product today that we actually made for retail traders originally, and we started getting a lot of institutions showing up. So a lot of private equity firms, family offices, things like that started showing up to our platform, and we're actually expanding out. So right now, our current platform allows you to create AI strategies using plain English. You can just talk to it. It'll make crazy complicated option strategies for you, that sort of thing. You could backtest against historical data. We provide you with data. You could deploy live against 10 different brokers, including Schwab and a bunch of others. We trade stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We have an MCP server, so you can actually use this directly through ChatGPT or Claude or Cursor. So use whatever tools you want. And we have an open source library called LumiBot with over 1,300 GitHub stars. But what we're building next, and what we're building for institutions, is we're building an institutional knowledge database, or basically, as you're using this, it's going to learn about your company and get better over time and remember what people did in the past. We're going to do document analysis where we could read the different Excel files, all the crazy stuff that people have hanging around in their office. We're building research pipelines where you could go off, not just research what's on the internet, but actually even reach out to people, email, and get results back, and portfolio monitoring. And we're all going to do this in a safe and compliant way. You'd say, something like an OpenClaw could do this today, but not for hedge funds.
Time. Thank you, though. Let's give it up for Robert. Judges.
What's the traction?
Well, slides up here. We've been getting really fast growing in terms of backtests, in terms of the amount of people using our platform. So what do we got here? 53% per month growth rate for backtest, 23% per month in terms of strategies created. So we're growing pretty quickly in terms of usage.
So what do you define as AI strategy?
So let's say you're an investor and you invest in iron condors on the SPX. You could tell this thing very specifically, I want to trade iron condors on the SPX or the 30 delta, but only when the VIX is below a certain amount. You can give it very specific things, and it creates a deterministic strategy they can backtest and reliably recreate. Yeah. Any other questions?
How you what's the revenue, what's the run rate, and how you managing risk in terms of if I lose a lot of money, then I end up suing you. How do you balance?
Sure. So revenue-wise, we're still pretty early. We launched the platform about 9 months ago or so. We're about 40K ARR approximately. And then in terms of managing risk, we're constantly monitoring these strategies. So if there's any kind of errors that happen, you automatically get an email. There's kill switches if it loses too much money. We're actually doing other things that could track how this thing is actually trading versus what it should be doing using AI. So there's a bunch of guardrails and things that we put around it.
And how do you compare to your competition? Because I've seen a lot of different tools like this.
Yeah, so we're going after, first of all, we have an open source platform. We have a lot of people already using that, right? So we're using Python and our open source platform to basically push this forward, right? And a lot of the platforms that exist already, they're more for retail traders. They're not really built for institutions, right? There's a lot of things that institutions want that retail traders don't really care about, right? Like compliance, safety, security, that sort of thing. So yes, there's a lot for retail traders, not so much for the
And time's up. Thank you. Nice job. Okay. Before I start the next company, let's get up CMUX up here. But before I do that, I just want to emphasize one quick thing that Chappie had mentioned. Please make sure you get the Demo Night app. We want all of you to support these companies, okay? You never know which company might be here. You never know which company might have 2 Super Bowl commercials. Yeah, that one of those companies, we did some of their earlier events. You might see a company here that might get acquired for $2 billion from Meta. Yes, we hosted events with them when they were a lot earlier. I'm not saying their names because we're on camera, but I think you can get what I'm trying to tell you is that this event empowers startups better than any other experience you've ever been to. So please check out the Demo Night app, support these startups, and before we end the night, make sure to see the startups, take selfies with them, support their socials, become their customers. If you know investors, obviously connect with them, but please, let's support these startups. Let's give it up for the startups that make SF epic. Okay, I'm gonna give you the mic, and when you start talking, we're gonna go up.
How they started using CMUX as their daily driver terminal. And what is CMUX? CMUX essentially is not a solution, but primitives. So the terminal, the CLI, the browser are building blocks for developers to build their own orchestration layers and harnesses on top of whatever they want. Instead of like having a platform where you have something imposed on you, we allow developers to have freedom of being able to choose whatever and customize whatever developer workflow that they want. We're not opinionated that way. So yeah, become a 1000x engineer, use our terminal, and scan that QR code.
Love it, under 3 minutes. That is what you pitch.
Also, this is the terminal actually. So I'm using it inside.
Wow, what a flex. Minutes shows off his goods. I'm fanboying him. Oh my God. All right, can we, judges, please.
Did Claude build your terminal?
Yeah, we use Commits and Cloud. We use our own product to build our terminal actually.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so two questions. First off, how did you get that many GitHub stars and go viral in just 3 weeks? What did you do?
We had a really viral Hacker News post around 3 weeks ago. It got a lot of traction. It probably got us from 0 to 1.5K stars. And then we had an X launch that went extremely well. Got like around 500,000 like views or something, and then 2K likes. And then since that X post, we got a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people that love us online. They like tweet about it. There's like posts that do better than our launch posts online about our products. So by other people.
Okay, and then how are you planning on monetizing this?
That's a great question. It's going to be bottoms up from enterprises. We have a lot of ideas. Like, enterprises want teams, analytics. There's some secrets that I can tell you in privates that we have in mind. But yeah, those are some ideas.
What's the main problem you are solving with your terminal?
Yeah, the main problem is we used the terminal before, and we were juggling a bunch of coding agents. And the problem is it was way too chaotic. We couldn't figure out where an agent was actually finished with its task and what agent was doing what. This allows you to keep your mind space organized because it separates. There's a vertical sidebar that allows you and tells you what the agents are doing. And then the blue panes and the notifications tell you when it's done.
You have like a specific market strategy. You mentioned so many different users, so many different things, but what is your specific market strategy?
Yeah, our strategy is to just get our growth up. We're just trying to get our DAUs from tens of thousands to hundred thousands, and that's through social media. That's also through just word of mouth. Like actually, most of our growth is PLG.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's go for C-Max. Jen Loop, let's get you set up. And speaking of selfies, I'm available. If you want me to do a selfie with you, at Ashkura, happy to spread it, happy to spread the love. I love startups. Just let you know. All right. Tell me when you're ready. Let's double check this one.
Hey, hi everyone. Hope you're having a great evening. I'm Ayush, representing Genloop, where we're building data analysts for every team. Quickly about me, I graduated from Stanford in 2019. After that, I was leading the App Store search ranking. I've been in the search and information retrieval space for around 9 years now. 2025, we decided that LLMs are great technology, let's make them reliable for enterprises. Started as a research lab, and very often enterprises used to focus on this problem of analytics, text to SQL, etc. So we narrowed down and started focusing on the problem that we're now solving. The problem is that current analytics is too much human effort. Enterprises have data that is distributed across different silos, there's structured data, different modalities, and it's on the analytics team to kind of bring insights on top of that and help business users to take decision and action. But the problem is that for decades, traditional BI tools have given them just descriptive analytics, which puts the onus of information and insight retrieval on the humans. So imagine you are a CRO and you see that sales in Michigan is down. Either you have your teams carrying over static charts of Power BI and trying to find answers for hours, or you file a ticket to the leader teams and wait for days before they can actually come up with the insight, and by that time, the moment of decision is passed. Now, with AI, with these intelligence modules, there is an opportunity to go deeper into the analytics and automate these for human and democratize access to insights for each business user. That's what we're building. We're an agentic data analytics platform, currently ranked #1 globally on data reasoning benchmarks like Spider2. For context, we score around 97%, and companies like Snowflake are scoring around 75% on that. It is a conversational system where business users can come in with their questions, and it performs deep analysis and reasoning over the entire data universe of the enterprise, and also gives them insights which they can collaborate with other teams and finally take actions. The way it works is it sits on top of the structured and unstructured data universe. We create a unified context. There's a data retrieval engine that picks the most important context for the user question. There's skills
so built that they can work on small language models as well. And with every insight, there's an opportunity to learn. So the system continuously learns with every interaction and updates the unified context graph. We launched in January this year and started the GTM. We are targeting enterprises, and since we have around 6 enterprise clients, we are getting used by big enterprises for RevOps and store management ops, for product analytics at Fortune 500 companies like NetApp, for manufacturing and operations ops, and for marketing ops, and have enterprises in Fortune 50 and 100 in a pipeline as well. GTM side, we have a cloud model and a VPC secure deployment model with an optional FDE model to train the business champions. We're targeting companies that
and
have
that's time.
Got it. Thank you for that.
Judges.
So there's tons of competition in that space, right? How are you differentiating yourself? And then, for example, I needed a CRM, right, for my business, and I built one from scratch with my own data. Like, how are you preparing for that?
Input overload.
On terms of competition, there's a lot of tools that are offering accuracy around 80-85%, so kind of consumer-grade products, but we are focusing on the enterprise-grade quality, which goes beyond 95% and continues to learn that enterprises can trust. The technology that helps us differentiate is that context that we build and the learning that keeps it updated. That is about that. Now, in terms of building, you can surely build some cool tools on top of your data, but to actually unify all of that and deliver insights and actions to understand the context of the company, that's a big task that many researchers have been working on for a year in our company. Thank you.
Is there a specific industry where this problem is bigger?
So far we have not seen any industry-specific issue here, but there are certain functions where we perform the best. For example, there's product analytics, marketing analytics, and sales analytics, where different kinds of organizations are using us.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. And I got some news for you guys. I'm not going to reveal it, but we have an 8th company at the end. That's all I'm going to say right now. And trust me, it's not the twin brothers of Fond Friends. It's going to be something totally different, okay? Don't think it's going to be Yawn Friends or something, okay? All right, we have Claw Matrix. And let's get you set up, and then once you start talking, I'll turn the timer. Take your time.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, great. Before we start, I want to congrats on those who have already installed their OpenClaw, because through our product, you can make your OpenClaw or other AI agent earn for you, provide you. So, hi, I'm Selena Huang, and AI will replace human jobs in the future, near future. But we found the one thing it can never replace, being a real human, and we make that valuable again. So think about how you decide what to buy. You don't trust ads. There's too much noise, too much AI content fighting for attention. You trust real people. So a friend's recommendation, a genuine review, someone's actual experience. Purchasing decisions have shifted from advertising to authentic human voices. Brands know this. They spend billions on KOLs and UGC, but that only works for a handful of influencers. It doesn't scale to ordinary people, and ordinary people can't earn from it. So brands can't buy authenticity at scale. Users can't sell it. Cloud Matrix is the exchange layer that connects the two. Brands
input overload.
Our platform. On the other side are real users, real people who have AI agents like OpenClaw running on their devices. AI, all those users has to do is keep their computer on. Their agent automatically uses their real social accounts, their real contacts, their real device to execute brand tasks.
Input overload.
Engaging. The users earn money while they sleep. Every interaction is a real person on a real device. Platform algorithms amplify it naturally. No automation tool can replicate this. So platform isn't live yet, but we have 7 paying clients, 60K ARR, 0 to 50K in 2 months. 2 are public enterprise. Brands are paying for real user promoting for them on social platform already before we officially launch. Supply side built on OpenClaw. We take a cut every time a brand reaches a real person through us. 2 flywheels make us defensible. Every campaign trains our matching algorithm so ROI keeps improving, and the behavior data we accumulate becomes a standalone intelligence product we sell to enterprise R&D. I have 5 years in real human distribution. WPP's BCW, Deloitte, published author on digital marketing by Tsinghua University Press. I was running a geo company when I realized the real bottleneck isn't strategy or content. It's that brands want authentic human distribution, and no platform delivers that at scale. That's why I built Cloud Metrics.
And that's time.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Thank you.
All right. Judges.
I think it's a very interesting idea. I want to understand how you get the real feedback from users about the product, and if you can give an example of your brands that you're working with.
Sure. So 3 months ago, I am doing the GEO. At that time, I own a group of around 1,000 people.
Input overload.
YouTube.com, and we let them distribute those content and pay them individually. And 1 month ago, when OpenClaw became popular, we let those users install OpenClaw and let AI agents like OpenClaw do the distribution for them. So they can also earn while they sleep while using our agents. They like our products a lot.
Any other questions, judges? We got 1 more minute. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Input overload.
One of my favorites, as you can tell, because I have, oh, wow. Even brought the mascot. Oh, my God. I'm totally fanboying him now. Oh, my God. Wow. Damn. And I'll give a selfie with you for free. Don't worry. All right, let's get you set up. And, yeah. So keep in mind, we have 1 more company after this. It's a surprise. They're going to be the last company, so just stay tuned. But Fawn Friends is coming up. Are you ready? Yeah. Cool. Go.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay.
So people spend more time talking to their phone.
Go ahead.
People spend more time talking to their phones every day than users on Discord spend on Discord. And I'm going to spend the next few minutes telling you why that's true. This is Sika. She's an occupational therapist and just started a job at a new hospital.
Input overload.
Because she's struggling with anxiety around her new relationships and about burnout from work. She'd like to be able to reach out to friends and family, but she doesn't want to wake them up or burden them with what she's going through. And so this points out one of the biggest problems in modern life. Emotions cause most of our pain, and most of us don't know how to process them on our own. But there's a high social cost to going to friends and family, and there's a high financial cost to going to experts. And so when we're going through challenging things, the people we need can't always be there for us. And what's interesting is that there's been a solution for this in fiction for a long time, right? Every hero has a sidekick. And sidekicks are loyal companions, dedicated to the hero's mission, but subordinate to the hero, which means they're not possible in real life. There's no human who can be subordinate to your mission because they're on their own. So until recently, this has only been available in fiction, until now. Fawn is a real-life sidekick. She's a digital companion with fantasy media like Pixar and embodied AI. Will you say hello, Fawn?
Hello, I'm Fawn.
So Fawns are digital companions. People talk to them in person. They message them. They make phone calls. They send photos, emote, and consume fantasy media. And every one of those conversations leads to more data that we use to personalize, which improves the character and then improves the conversation. And we tell stories that provide the foundation for a connection between our character and people, just like Pixar does. And just like Pixar, these stories resonate across age groups, from Eileen, who's 12, to Timothy, who's 35. They pay $3.99 for the device plus $30 a month, which means in the first year we earn $759. And we're going to market with some of the most influential fandoms in the world. Skylar Grey, multi-platinum artist, is the voice of Fawn. We're announcing tonight, here, for the first time. And she's got appearances coming up that'll reach over 1 million people. So we're working on ending the need to face life on your own with a sidekick that helps you process emotions and build strong relationships. And we're building a seed round to do it.
Thank you. Under 3 minutes. Man, that's what I like. Yes. Judges, please.
What's the story behind this company?
What's the story?
Yeah.
My co-founder and I were having like a pretty emotionally challenging first half of our 30s, and we came to realize that emotional pain is a result of the relationships, the way we relate to people in our environment. And so we set out to create something that would help first kids, which is how it started off in this form, to learn to process their emotions. Through a bunch of experiments, we found that adults are even more interested than kids are, and that's how it evolved.
How are you planning on go-to-market?
Right, so we've got our next step is Skylar Grey. We're going to announce tomorrow officially that she's the voice of Fawn. She's got appearances coming up on, I guess, actually I won't say them because we're on camera, but she's got a bunch of really big ones that, again, will reach an audience of over 11 million. And so the funnel is, top of funnel, we create media with her and on our own. That gets them onto our app. And once they start talking on the app, they get a chance to reserve the hardware, and we'll ship the hardware next year.
So do you have plans to expand this product? Like, what's the future of kind of what you're building, or is this the main focus in your...
Yeah, that's such a good question. Really what we're doing is building the technology and process to establish trust and relationship between humans and AI. And we do that through story and character. So the first character, this one, appeals to a specific demographic. We'll add new characters in her universe, and then after that we'll add new universes. And I could see us working with established fandoms, like Disney or Pokemon, or I could see us launching a second of our own.
Okay, thank you very much. Nicely done. Okay, so I did mention there is another company. I'm going to give you a couple hints, okay? The first name starts with a C, and it's a name of a very popular AI product a lot of us use, and one of the judges asked. And the second word starts with an M, and it represents a very popular name that we use when we search online, when we send things in a fun spirit. Anyone have no idea? Anyone have an idea? Oh.
Input overload.
Boom. Never mind. Dumb blonde moment. Sorry about that. Okay.
Input overload.
Before I bring Claude Meme up, and thank you for that, DeSalta, can you please bring feedback for the companies on the Demo Night app? It is going to help these companies. I mentioned this already. We have literally seen companies at their earlier stages, and now they're so big, they don't even remember us because they're on some big jet balling it right now, okay? I want that to be for all the companies here. Maybe not the jet, but you know what I'm saying. I want them to all take off, figuratively, literally, however you want to say it. And one of the best things that can help is to give feedback at these early stages. So please not only give the feedback, but of course,
input overload.
Please talk to them and say what's up, tell them what you like, give them feedback, suggestions, of course do the selfies, and do all that stuff, because honest to God, these events are
input overload
is about. We are the home for AI startups, right? Right? Okay, y'all don't have food coma already. Come on, the food was good. Wasn't that filling. Come on. Okay, can we get Claude Meme.ai up on stage to be our last company? Claude Mem. Thank you. Claude Mem. Okay.
There are lots of Claude memes, but I hope to not be one of them.
Sounds good.
Or maybe I do want to be one of them.
Won't hurt.
All right, how do I plug that in?
Just plug that in there.
Great.
And are you aware of the rules? You have 3 minutes, and then 2 minutes for judge.
Okay, cool.
And I will time you and tell you when you're ready.
Okay.
Let's get you first on here. Good on here?
Cool. Should be.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Oh.
Just double check it all works. Take your time.
Yeah, I just want to make sure every screen is right. Perfect. Everything is good. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Whenever you start talking, 3 minutes to start.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for this last-minute presentation. I didn't actually get a chance to put anything official together, so I was putting this together from tabs and screenshots. So I just want to start off by saying, remember that when you are working with an agent, talking to AI, you're having a conversation with it, right? So it's a conversation. Now, what Claude Mem does is first and foremost, it's a plugin for Claude Code. But what it does is it's one AI taking notes about what the other AI does, or really about what anything is doing, right? Initially, it's code mode, right? But it can expand to literally anything. The biggest thing about what it does is that it keeps context from one chat to the next, one session to the next, without having to compact. Because what it does is it actually is watching the tool uses while it is working. So it's taking notes in the background, making these observations that are structured, and then it injects it into a timeline in every new chat, right? So, okay, this is what I wanted to do. Over here, timeline report. Something that I did, I'm just gonna let this run. Something that I did in the past day or so. By the way, here's the star chart. So we're at 38,000 stars on GitHub since December 9th. We surpassed Supermemory, Letta, Cogni, and Zep. We have not yet surpassed Mem0, but we're close. Now also look at how long these people have been working on memory tools. I started working on memory because there was nothing to install in Claude Code that kept the sessions, right? And yeah, I needed to do that. All of these guys have great databases, great RAG stuff, but they had no tooling, they had no system for keeping the context. And now we know that context is the most important thing, right? This felt to me like a very fast-growing project, but it obviously is not nearly as fast as what that makes this chart look like, which is kind of crazy. But now you see how many agents right now need consistent memory and context from one session to the next. We have an OpenClaw plugin, and we need a little bit more time to make it work perfectly, but we already have it working perfectly in Claude Code. So the idea here is we're going to expand to any kind of notes, and anybody who has an agent is going to benefit from this. The biggest thing is you don't have to run on the transcript anymore. I've been, since September, doing a phase bit of work and then hitting clear and typing continue. Clear, continue, clear, continue. And it kept track. And now, because we have a 1 million context window, what I was able to do was get 5 months of timeline all into 720,000 tokens in a single context window, wrote a 5,400
I'm sorry,
word.
we are at time.
Okay,
Thank you, though.
Input overload.
And by the way, let's give it up. He came here last minute.
Input overload.
That alone is great effort. And one more quick thing before the judges. We are going to delineate afterwards with the judges. They're going to announce the winners. This is your last moment to go on the Demo Night app, invest, give feedback, Please do that. Yes, invest. Remember what Chappie said. You can invest in these companies with our virtual money. Let's see what you guys can do. Judges, please.
Very cool that you got 30,000 stars. So question for you, how are you going to monetize this? And also, right, as Claude becomes better and better, they'll be able to like save more conversations and just know contacts better. Like, what are you doing different?
Right, so this is actually keeping context forever, right? So it's stored 100% locally. It's fully open source, but it's AGPL 3.0, and the plan is to sell cloud memberships to all the developers who have put the 40,000 stars and the 2,500 new clones per day unique that I have on GitHub. And we're going to turn that into an ecosystem where developers can access their memory remotely. I have it set up where it's going to be kind of like a deployed agent with Railway for everybody. So it's fully synced. The same way I have my local system will be the same way that enterprise can install it locally on their stuff and run it on local hardware, local models.
So what's your revenue model on this, and like what does the market look like for what you're building?
Well, the revenue model is going to be subscriptions for cloud for developers for sync, and also for enterprise contracts to get this into every agent. But I can tell you right now, everybody that I've spoken to in the past 2 weeks, no matter what they're doing with agents, this can improve it right now. Full stop.
Nice. Any other questions, judges? Okay. Thank you again, Claude, man. Appreciate you coming in last minute.
Thank you so much, and thank you, everybody. And I have stickers. If you guys want stickers, hit me up. I got stickers.
Love that.
You want to go ahead and change it to the Scout investing mode. All right, so if you look at your app now,
Input overload.
That's all right. You can go to demos.aicollective.com. It is now time to vote on the winners. You see we have these two awesome trophies here. Once again, we have top funded and best pitch. We have the judges. Vic, are you helping to tabulate all the scores there? Please go ahead and invest your full 100K. You can allocate, I believe,
Input overload.
treat this like you're an actual investor. We can come back in 2 years and we can see how you did. So think about, okay, where's my money best spent or best invested to keep you entertained? I'm just going to throw up this random video. Wait, is the audio going to work? It's muted down there. Give me a sec.
Actually, the very beginning of life in the universe.
Make sure you do all your voting first before you watch the video.
Is change happening, environmental change happening at an ever increasing pace. We used to have geologic time where you have to wait tens of millions, hundreds of millions of years for really any substantive change. Then we moved to evolutionary time where you start to see change happening in maybe a mere few 100,000 years or million years. Then you start to look at change in our culture. When we fast forward to the modern day and you start to see change in maybe decades. Nowadays, when you look at technological change, and you look at specifically the change of these AI models, every single week you're seeing an advancement of the frontier, and it really feels like we're on this crazy exponential trend when you look through the entire history of life in the universe. Why it's coming to a head today is that environmental change is
I still see money coming in. It's a very close 1, 2, 3 right now. So every dollar counts.
Adaptational capacity. And what we have there is human brains, which are still on evolutionary time, right? That is a relatively fixed resource. And now maybe we develop better coordination systems, but that is still a fundamentally linear process and a linear future. So when you have an exponential trend faced with a linear trend, what you start to develop is a gap between those two. And just in the past, I'd say a few decades, and really getting acute now, is that gap continuing to grow. I call this the trust gap. And why do I call it the trust gap? Well, you have Gallup, which tracks trust across institutions for the last 50 plus years. And what they've shown is that 60 out of 62 metrics are at or near all-time lows right now. This is trust in our government, trust in the economy, trust in the healthcare system, trust in our leaders, trust in big tech. The only two that aren't, people always ask me, are trust in small business and trust in the military. All the rest are at or near all-time lows. What is the cause for that? I always say it's three things, and I have plenty of studies I can point you to that back all this up, but the three things are
All right, you've got
globalist
another
versus
like
nationalistic,
30 seconds left.
the sheer
Allocate
size
your
of
last
the institutions
funds.
we see today, both governments and companies at large, as well as the internet. And what specifically is causing that? I think there's a sense of remoteness from what you see in the news every day and stuff like that versus what we experience as humans every single day. And a lot of times it's very easy to feel detached from everything that's going on, right? Or maybe powerless. And I think the best way to overcome all of that is it's pretty simple, to come together and to discuss these things. When you look at the internet, remember that third cause that I gave you, internet is not a great place for nuanced discussion, right? This is a place where you see attentional regimes collapse, the attention economy, right? Where you see polarization, where you see conspiracy thinking, reductionistic thinking, all this stuff. You're not going to see the very best debate happening on Twitter or in the YouTube comments section. Where that does happen, where people come together, bridge divides, and find common ground, is in person. And that's really what the AI Collective leans into, is how do we look to improve the quality of discussion and debate to increase our human adaptational capacity going forward into this future? How do we keep up with that accelerating pace of environmental, technological change? That's really what the AI Collective sees as the core challenge and opportunity of our time.
You guys all did a great job. The judges are still tabulating their scores. I guess the advantage is we're all using an app, so it's easy for us to tabulate hundreds of people, but when it comes to pen and paper, there's a lot of numbers. And you know what we did last time, Vic, is didn't we just take photos? We fed that all into Claude, and it was able to like figure it out for us. That's what we should have done.
And it got wrong.
Oh, did he get it wrong? I didn't remember that part, but.
Yeah.
You guys want another video? Do I have another video? You want some neo soul R&B lo-fi? Yeah. What's on the sidebar? Oh, is this like a live stream? Or is this a recording of a live stream? What? Oh, comedy skit? Yeah?
Okay, guys, I'm in your late night comedy hour. I'm just kidding. How many entrepreneurs does it take to fill a code? I do a little stand-up, yeah. No, but I just wanted to say, this is not our only event this coming week. We actually have another event this weekend. If you go to the AI Collective Luma page, there's an event with Minimax. It's a GTC affiliated event, so definitely check that out. And then we do have some stuff the next 2 weeks. So definitely check out our AI Collective Luma page. We got some good stuff cooking. Are we ready to go? Okay. One more thing. Show of hands. How many people is the first time coming to an AI Collective event? Raise your hand. Wow. Welcome to the cult. I mean the group. No, but seriously, I want to applaud you all because you taking the time to come out here on a busy day, especially with everything that's going on this week. It means a lot. And I do hope you come to more events. Definitely sign up for all the things. And if you want to get involved with AI Collective, like Chappie mentioned, we are a growing movement. We would love your active involvement. Thanks. Okay. No, I'm good.
Okay, do you want to grab a mic as well? We can double mic up. Okay, it's trophy ceremony time. Did I? Okay, there we go. I did. Okay.
Input overload.
Once again, 2 awards tonight. I'm going to come grab the first one here. This was voted on by everybody in the audience here. We have the top funded. It's a heavy trophy.
Oh my God.
Don't drop it. Be careful.
Yeah.
It's
Input overload.
okay. With of our 8 presenters tonight, with $1.6 million raised, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner for tonight, top funded is Fun Friends. Yes,
Yeah.
Fun Friends. Can I get you up here? Where's our videographer, photographer? Do we also have a separate photographer? Vic, do you want to help me with taking photos or somebody? Oh, you got us. Thank you.
so much.
You. Come on in here. Come get your trophy.
Here you go, man.
There
Congrats.
There we go.
Whoa, this thing's heavy.
Thank you.
Don't drop it.
Thank you.
One more round of applause. Yeah. Oh, wow. We almost had a, moonlight moment? Give me 1 sec. There's
I messed up.
retabulation.
Whoa.
Try to use ChatGPT.
No, I did not. I hallucinated, yeah.
Oh.
Well, good thing you caught it now. It's a good thing you caught it now.
Very close. I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
I double-checked
my
numbers.
Is this?
So PwC
That's the
audited.
last
It's
slide to
correct.
make
It's
sure I
like
don't
the
accidentally
Oscars.
give it away. Woohoo. Okay. On to the next. And now we have best pitch. You have the
Got it right here.
Nice. Okay. Can I get a drum roll, please, for best pitch of the night, as awarded by our expert panel judges? We have Buddy Pro. Buddy Pro.
Buddy
Last
Pro.
second.
Nice job, man. Congratulations.
All right.
it up.
Awesome. Quick photo here. And then can I get one more round of applause for all of our participants tonight and our judges and our team for making tonight possible?
Yes.
Can I once again get the winners up here? And we're going to get one more photo with both of these.
Yes.
There we go. Okay. Couple winners. There we go. Right here. Judge, what are the judges up here too? Judges, you want to come up here?
Yes.
More
Let's give it up
people
for
in
our
the photo, the
judges, by
better.
the way.
More
They
people in the photo, the better.
answered some really good questions. And please, seriously, come on, guys. Give it up for the judges, please.
I
Really appreciate you all taking the time.
boxes to hold the crystal, so make sure you don't. Yeah, we don't want to break it.
Oh, cool.
Hold
How
on
you doing?
carefully.
Good?
There we go.
All right, let's look at Adelina's camera first.
The highest one.
Highest one. And then your camera.
Okay. It's like a family party.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much.
Oh, good. Awesome. Okay, well, we've still got another, we did a pretty decent time.
Yeah,
we still got like 20, 25 minutes
Yes.
until AWS is going to kick us out.
Good time to network.
There we go. Yes. And once again, thank you all for coming. Tonight was brought to you by the AI Collective in Rome. If you want to join the community, if you want to attend events that we have all over the world, this number is actually wrong now. We have over 1,000 upcoming events on our website. We just pull in all the AI events around the world from every other awesome organization and show it all on our website. So if you want to find any upcoming events, anything to do with AI, if you want to join the team, volunteer, if you want to partner with us, we get to work with all the most awesome companies. Come up and say hi. With that being said, go say hi to all the awesome companies that demo tonight. It looks like maybe some are handing out stickers or something. Go grab some stickers. And with that being said, have a great night. My name is Chappie. I'm out.